Hello students, myself Priyanka Pawar. I am dealing with the subject insect physiology and biochemistry. Today we are going to study the chapter that is digestion and absorption of protein, carbohydrates and lipids. Let's move ahead. This diagram showing the alimentary canal of the insect. The alimentary canal of the insect is divided into the three parts, that is foregut, midgut and the hindgut. The foregut is known as a stomodium. It is ectodermal in origin. The midgut is also known as mesenteron. It is endodermal in origin. And the hindgut is also known as proctodium. It is ectodermal in origin. The digestive system of the insect is usually a long straight tube. It is running from the mouth to the anus. Mouth leads to pharynx, pharynx leads to esophagus, esophagus leads to the crop, and crop leads to the midgut. Midgut leads to hindgut. Hindgut has a three section, that is ileum, rectum and the last one is a anus. The food ingested by insect is a macromolecular in the form of polysaccharides and proteins, while lipids are present as a glycerides and the phospholipids and the glycolipids. Generally, only small molecules can pass into the tissues and the larger molecules must be broken down into the smaller components before absorption can be occur. The enzyme concerned with the digestion are present in the saliva and in the secretion of the midgut. In addition, digestion may be facilitated by the microorganism in the gut. This is the digestion. Then the extraintestinal digestion. Some insects ingest saliva into their food before starting to ingest, and because it contains enzymes by which the considerable digestion may occur. Extraintestinal or extraoral digestion may constitute a major part of the total digestion. For example, in some hemiptera, at all the stages of their development, in the adult, Acelidae and the Impididae among the Diptera, and in the larva of Neuroptera and some beetles of Didyscus and the Lapridae. The extra intestinal digestion is most significant in the case of plant-sucking hemiptera among seed-feeding species such as Oncopetus and the Ditexers. It may also be important in the species feeding from the parenchyma of the plant. Amongst the predaceous Heteropteran, it is also most widespread occur in the 30 families, that is Belostomatidae, then Reduvidae and Nebidae are families in which all the species are predaceous or feed on the vertebrate blood, whereas Ligadidae and the Pentadomidae are families in which some species are predaceous. The stylet structure of most of these insects restrict their ability to ingest anything except fluids and very fine particles, so that food must be pre-digested. Then the digestion in gut lumen and the intestinal digestion. Regardless of their feeding habits, most insects must digest proteins, carbohydrates, and the lipids, and so they have a similar array of the enzymes in the midgut. The enzymes produced reflects the type of food eaten by such species and the stages. For example, in the sesefly or that is Glossina that feeds exclusively on the vertebrate blood, the array of the proteolytic enzyme reflects the importance of the protein in the insect diets. In adult Lepidoptera that feeds only on nectar. On the other hand, proteolytic enzymes are completely lacking. In uh, holometabolous insect, in which the larval and the adult diets are different. As in the Lepidoptera, this is reflected in the enzymes present in the midgut, where the diet is similar as in the larval and the adult Tenebrio. The same types of enzymes are present, but their substrate specifies many differs. The insect feeding on store products rich in carbohydrates generally have higher amylase activities than those feeding on wool or plants, but the latter usually have the higher proteolytic activity. In the bombex, where the moth on emergence from the pupa secrete a protease that attacks the sericin of the silk, it making it possible for the insect to escape from the cocoon.